This woman was sent to the Norwich County Asylum in 1882. Honor Collins was born in 1827 in Monk Soham, Suffolk. She married Henry Chatton in 1848, and the family settled in Brockdish, Norfolk, where Henry worked as a farm labourer. Over the next 20 years they had 9 children, but tragedy would strike as her husband passed away in 1873, aged just 54. Life would have been tough, but luckily she was supported by her oldest children. On the 16th of December 1882, she was admitted to the Norwich County Asylum, one of the first asylums in Victorian Britain dedicated to pauper lunatics. Not much is known about her time there, but one report said she feared she sold her soul to Satan. She was discharged on the 29th of December 1883, and she was looked after by her daughter Alice, who worked as a school assistant. She passed away in 1897, aged 70, and was buried in Brockdish Cemetery. So rest in peace, Honor. You will be remembered. This wedding photo is 118 years old, and the story behind it is truly heartbreaking. Frederick William Jarvis and May Martha Lambert married on the 7th of August 1907 in Wickmere, Norfolk. They settled in Norwich, where they lived at 41 Patterson Road, and Frederick worked as an engineer. They had 6 children: Frederick, Richard, Constance, Dorothy, Alfred and Beres. They saw 4 of their children marry before World War II, but in 1942, tragedy struck the family. Norwich was heavily bombed during World War II, initially in 1940, but the most devastating of these attacks occurred on the evening of the 27th of April 1942. 229 people were killed, including 4 members of the Jarvis family. Frederick and May and their daughters Dorothy and Beres all lost their lives in the attack, so you can only imagine how precious these photos are to the family. So rest in peace, Jarvis family. You will be remembered. This old sunken headstone was found in Tower Hamlet Cemetery and features a photograph of a small child. Her name was Amelia Gardner, and she was born on the 15th of January 1921 in Islington, London. Her father was a milkman, and the family lived at 20 Bishop's Grove. She was one of 2 children born to the marriage. On the 15th of January 1925, she celebrated her 4th birthday, but sadly, on the 25th of January, she passed away from whooping cough and pneumonia, and was buried just a week later in Tower Hamlet Cemetery, almost 100 years to the day. Her only sibling, Frederick, passed away in 1988, and he never married or had any children, so there is no one left to remember Amelia, and the grave doesn't look like it's been visited for many years. I believe everyone deserves to be remembered, so I was glad I was able to make this video today. So rest in peace, Amelia. You will be remembered. This old photo was listed on eBay, and the story behind it is truly devastating. The photo features Arthur Llewellyn Struve, who was born in 1849 in Swansea, South Wales. He was the son of William Price Struve, and his wife Louisa was the widow of Captain Rattray in the 86th Regiment. Arthur studied at Oxford and became a bank clerk. His father passed away on the 10th of April 1878. In 1883, when he was 34 years old, he and his mother were in Ischia at the Hotel Piccolo Centinella in the spa town of Cosamaciola. It is related that Arthur was playing the piano. The papers reported it was Chopin's funeral march when a devastating earthquake struck. Over 2,000 people died, including 7 visiting British. Arthur and Louisa were crushed in the falling masonry. Their ruined bodies could not be identified, merely a piece of Louisa's patterned stocking. Amazingly, some visitors survived to tell the tale. One of them said, "There was a concert in the dining room of our hotel, mid-season. The house was full. There came a dreadful rumbling noise. The house shook once, twice, sideways, and then came crashing down in a ruined heap. The pianist at the piano, the singer with the song on her lips, were dashed into purgatory without an instant's warning. Arthur never had any children, so there is no one to pass this photo on to. So rest in peace, you will be remembered."